Welcome everyone to Meld. Today I've got an exclusive story on an upcoming Nvidia GPU, release info on Intel's next enthusiast line, and a Google controller. But first, check out today's sponsor, Massdrop. They're a group buy website with some amazing deals on gaming hardware. It's free to sign up and they've got new deals all the time. So check that out in the description below. Okay, let's get to the news. Our first story was found and sent by you, the Meld Militia. So seriously, thanks again for that, and send your leaks, rumors, and news to tip@gamermeld.com. Now, what I got was a link to Bizgram's most recent price list. For those who don't know, Bizgram is a Singaporean retailer, and I recently did a video where they showed AMD's upcoming Ryzen CPUs. In this list, it mentions a couple really interesting things. First, it lists a 1060 Ti.
Violence or, sound like I'm promoting.
Yeah, I will say that one's really weird. All I can really think is that it's a typo and meant to be a 1660 Ti, especially given its price. With that said, the really interesting part is that it mentions a GTX 1650 Ti not once, not twice, but 3 times. Each from different manufacturers, and they have it listed for quite a bit less than the 1660 Ti, so I think it's obvious this wasn't a mistake. Now, the question I think is whether this is the rumored 1660 or maybe even the 1650 with a name change. Well, I don't think so, because for one, tons of box art and cards have leaked for the 1660, and two, it makes sense for there to be something in between them price-wise. Plus the RAM, as the 1660 is rumored to have 6GB, while the 1650 Ti has 4. Of course, it could be the 1650, but given there's a 1660 Ti and 1660, there will likely be a 1650 and 1650 Ti as well. Basically, while this could be more of a placeholder, Nvidia is likely planning to release a pretty full product stack of GTX cards in the low to mid-range space, clearly trying to ensure they're ready for anything AMD attempts with Navi. Of course, we'll have to wait and see to find out if they can. Next up for today, if this leak is accurate, Intel is preparing their challenge for AMD's upcoming 7nm Ryzen CPUs. It's called Cascade Lake X, and the potential release date was rumored on ChipHell's forum, with a past leaker tweeting it out as well. According to them, the new processors, based on the 2066 socket, are to be released by Computex. What helps to validate this for me is that they also stated the Ultra HEDT, or prosumer, whatever you'd like to call it, Cascade Lake chips based on the socket LGA 3647 is coming in April. And recently, Gamers Nexus did a tour of EVGA, where the company showed them an upcoming board based on the LGA 3647 socket. As far as specs, unfortunately we don't have much, except that the LGA 2066 base chips will likely go up to 18 cores and be based on 14nm plus to the infinity. But don't worry, 10nm is coming. It's definitely coming. Really. Lastly for today, it looks like a video I did a few weeks ago on Google potentially releasing a game streaming console really could be true. What sparked the original video was when Google uploaded a teaser that the company would be coming to GDC. Now it looks like The Verge has uncovered a game controller patent filed by, you guessed it, Amazon. No, I'm kidding, it's Google. Well, of course, Amazon may buy Google when they become our overlords, but that's just future talk. Anyway, the patent is actually for a notification system built into a controller that lets you know when you get things like a leaderboard update, invitations, etc. What's interesting is that they did provide a clear illustration of the controller, and while that does suggest what a Google controller may look like, some rumors have gotten out of hand because they're based on renders that are based on that illustration and are actually trying to say it's kind of like a tease from Google. No, it's not. Just cool looking renders that originally came from said patent. So while that does it for today, what did you think of the news? Excited for more mid-range GPUs, or are you just pumped for a Google console? Let me know down in the comments below. And definitely don't forget to subscribe. We're getting so close to 100,000 subs, so help the channel and keep up with all things gaming and hardware news all at the same time. And as always, have a great day.